Listen to how simple this is. Scan the Annuity Man Indexed Annuity. It's on the S&P 500. We're only choosing participation rates. Hopefully that participation rate is high. And you can choose either a 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year, meaning you can lock it in those point in times. Am I missing something, X?
No, that's it. It's that simple. Because here's why. You want to build this for accumulation. Great. What better way to accumulate? Warren Buffett has challenged every guru on Wall Street to a 10-year challenge. He puts $1 million in the S&P. They put $1 million in their hedge fund and manage it. Guess who wins at the end of 10 years?
The S&P.
Warren Buffett wins. They don't even want to play with them anymore.
That's the reason when people call me and say, you know, they got the young kids, should they buy an annuity? No, just put them in an S&P fund and never look at it.
And never look at it and keep contributing. And when it goes down, contribute more. Right? I'm not giving investment advice, but that's what they say, right? Aren't you supposed to
no bonus, no fees, period. Yeah. Now, S&P 500 are the index options that the carriers buy. I know this answer, but I'm asking it for the consumer. Are they higher and more expensive than made up super duper index out of midair?
100%. That's why you're seeing the made up super duper in the air ones, because they can hit better profit margin with it.
So the 200% participation rate super duper probably isn't as good as the 70% participation rate on the S&P?
Well, I would agree with that, because that's a tough one to answer. And here's why I say it. I have no history of their super duper to give you an answer. But if I would take it, even with their backcasting, even with their made up stuff,
yep,
the S&P still would.
Is there a reason that it's not, people aren't doing that, carriers aren't doing that? I know there's a few, and we can't mention names, that have some simple ones out there, but I would say, wouldn't you say easily 90% of them are convoluted and complex and made up out of midair? A lot of them, don't you think?
100%. Yeah. Yes, I agree with you. 100%. I agree with you. I just think every day I see this new stuff coming out. I have one index that was great. It came out this year, and they show these crazy returns, and the guys are like, "Oh, it averaged X," and I'm like, "How? It just came out in March. I mean, how do you come up with it?" I go, "You're okay? You're okay with this? Like, you're okay sitting with a client?" "Oh yeah, it's gonna, I'm like, "All right," and I could be totally wrong. I could be 100% wrong, Stan. This thing could just rip and just kill it.
Yeah. Okay. And that's fine. That's fine. But and what I would I mean, if you are expecting real market type rates of return annually, and you're considering an index annuity, please don't. Please don't.
You're going to get a better than average chance at a better than average return. That's what
bingo. But some of those 10, let's just say in a 10-year scenario, 2 or 3 of those years are going to be zero. It's the way markets work, right?
Without question.
And so those zeros are going to even out and even out the flow of returns, and also the fact that the companies can change the rules at their discretion. I always tell people, if you're buying a 1-year call option with a 10-year sales surrender charge, you're buying a 1-year guarantee with a 10-year sales surrender charge. You don't know what the other 9 years of guarantees are going to be.
Well, that's the other part too, why I do appreciate for 2 reasons. I like the longer strategy for 2 reasons. One is it returns more money over time. Historically, yes, it's shown to be a better return for the client. Yes, number 2 is they can only mess with you. If you have a 2-year reset, they can only mess with you 4 times. If you have a 10-year reset on a 1 year, they can mess with you 9 times.
And they meaning the annuity company.
Meaning the company. And, and there's some good companies out there, and I think there's some less than reputable when it comes to renewal rate.
Agreed.
I think some companies are much more to their clients than others.
Do you think your predicted class action will throttle back some of this nonsense?
Nah, it'll get buried. Not one bit.
Well, I remember I did a video recently on an article that was written. I'm not going to throw his name out because he's gotten enough heat already, but it was in a online retirement journal that talked about the real returns of index annuities, and he had to pull it down. He had to pull that article down because, first of all, it was factual, but second of all, it tore the scab off of and revealed the onion of the whole thing. But the index annuity people got so mad that he just pulled it down. He told me, he just pulled it down. And that is sad when, you know, I call that fake annuity news. If we can't have real conversations about these products and they all have to be pie in the sky proposals and you know, unicorns chasing the butterflies, then all of this is fake annuity news. Annuities need, like you said, they need to be purchased, not sold.
Hey, Stan the Annuity Man here. Did you like that little taste of my podcast, Fun with Annuities? Hey, if you want to see the full version, click the link and watch the whole darn thing. Remember, Fun with Annuities. Living the reality, not the dream.